Hello, this is Sachin Sawant, your UK immigration lawyer. Today I am going to talk about excess absences for British citizenship under 3-year qualifying period. So the 3-year qualifying period is when you are married to a British citizen or you are the civil partner, you are in a civil partnership with a British citizen. You have to produce evidence that your partner is British. So in that case, you do get the 3-year qualifying period benefit. For all others, it is 5-year qualifying period for the residence requirement. And your normal trajectory would be this is one of the trajectories, but there may be different options. You came on a spouse visa or partner visa to the UK, you continued for 5 years, you got ILR. As soon as you get your ILR, on the next day itself, even I've done it many times, we've done it myself, and a firm has done it. So if you get the email today, even the next day you can apply for British citizenship naturalization application. So we do sometimes prepare both the applications back to back and then submit as soon as the ILR email comes at a priority service, the approval comes, we submit the next application. So that is possible immediately after the ILR. You can apply if you are either married to a British citizen or in a civil partnership with a British citizen. Important thing, the marriage or civil partnership need not have been taken place in the UK. It may have been anywhere in the world where it is legal as per the laws of that country. So I repeat, I've been asked this question many times, whether we have to get married again in the UK, register again. No, if your marriage is legal in your country, wherever you did get married, it is legal in the UK. So, and if it is not in English, your marriage certificate, civil partnership certificate, get it translated in English. You will need that. You would anyways need it for your spouse visas and all, civil partnership visas. You can use the same copies if you have them, or if you came through another route, and if you are applying for under the 3-year qualifying period, you may have to translate now. So the normal requirement is 270 days in the last 3 years. You can be out of the UK. There is absence from the UK. However, 300 absences are normally disregarded, so the 270 is completely out of question. 300 in the last 3 years, and there is an exception between 300 and 450. If your total absence in the last 3 years are between 300 and 450, one of the requirements is you have to be resident in the UK for 4 years. So you should have been in the UK for a period of 4 years, and along with that, you should meet all other requirements. So this is A, this is B, 1 and B2. So meet all the requirements. So everything else should be met. Pass the life in the UK test, English test, no bad character, no criminal convictions, no issues with the police. So yeah, that's a separate topic to discuss. Or anything else, all of the requirements as it is on the form, on the application form, in the immigration rules for naturalization, as per the nationality rules, you should be meeting them. All the requirements. Along with that, the second thing you have to meet is you should have in the UK 3 things, very important 3. One is established home. You may own your own home, that may add up. Not necessary, you may be renting it as well. It's an arguable point. You need to discuss it with the lawyer to establish. We do advise clients. I've done many successful applications on those basis. On all 3 of them, established home, established family, husband, wife, partner, children, if any. And estate, substantial part of your estate. So that is also an arguable point. What is substantial? It would differently differ by case, and one can argue 51% is substantial and 49% you can have someone else. But yeah, that's an arguable point. There is no specific number being given. We also look at the facts of the case overall, and then we can advise. It's very difficult to give a blanket answer on this. But yes, it is possible if you have those absences between 301 and 450, you should have been resident in the UK for 4 years. If you have come through the spouse visa route, you would have already been a resident for 5 years. So that's not an issue. Secondly, if your absences are between 451 to 540, so 540 is the maximum upper limit. So that is the total. Between 451 and 540, you should have been a resident in the UK for 5 years. If you have come the spouse visa route or the partner visa route, you have already completed 5 years. If you have other routes, then maybe you may have to wait. So 5 years resident in the UK and meet these requirements. Same thing, B1 is meet all other requirements. B2 is you have in the UK established home, established family, substantial part of your estate. These are three things you need to meet. You have to prove it with various documents about all your assets, family, etc. All these things. And so this is all about the 3 years, your absence is allowed in the last 3 years. There is a second part to it. So it is 1 plus 2. The second part is last 12 months absences. This is quite important. On the main website, Naturalisation, you'll see 90 days only, but in the rules, it has been written in the guidance and all, up to 100 are normally disregarded. So in the last 12 months, if your absences are up to 100, or in the last 3 years, it's up to 300, you don't have to worry about anything. You can continue the application without any evidence. However, if your absence is between 101 to 179, then you have to meet these two requirements. You may be meeting you may be not meeting this side or this side, doesn't matter, or both sides you don't meet, but the formula remains the same. 101 to 179 in the last 12 months, B1 and B2 have to meet. And it is, the second option is, if you don't meet B1, then B2 plus some exception. So if it is for employment or something, you may need some evidence to show from your employer, either for self-employment, employment. For these cases, definitely book a consultation with us. Yeah, and that's all about this video. Do like us, subscribe to our channel. For your case, do take specific advice to your case. You can book a consultation with us. Link down below. Thank you very much.